Because he's most likely going to try to test me and try to call me and pop up at my house and all this yada yada yada, and I'm just be dismiss the devil frequency out my life, okay? Because I've ascended so high where, you know, I know that he is not himself, and I don't have to put up with anything that's not of him. I don't. So it is what it is. It's all love and light. I'm still on my journey, and I will always love him. Most likely, it will trigger him. It took me. Let me see. It took me. When I first. Let me see. It took me 3 months or sooner after we had our first separation. 3 months or sooner, and he's not as strong as me. So he would crack. He probably would crack, and the flame will probably be lit within the first 2 months. Because now he would try to find karmics to distract him, but we already know how that goes. It don't work because he cannot get me out of his head. Like he's told me plenty of times, why you in my head? I can't get you out of my head. Boy, I can't get you out of mine. What are you talking about? Like I feel the same way. I feel the same way. You tripping? But anyway, like I said, it took me about 3 months because I'm a tough cookie, yo. It takes a lot. I don't be, I don't really care. I just go with the flow. But as far as like relationships and stuff, I was never really big on um being with other people anyway. Like I was never that type of person. I was never a live wire. I was always to myself, and I was very picky and with who I been with, and I didn't really throw myself out there like that. So it's nothing to me. I didn't need validation outside of me anyway. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, for him, it's different. He's a attention seeker. He's just that kind of person, and then he got that narcissism right on top of that. So, in this twin flame journey, that narcissist shit don't work, because the difference between the twin flame with a narcissist is they try to do the same thing. But me having the validation and the knowledge, and the wisdom and the connection that I have on 5D and all that, it doesn't bother my soul, because my soul would say, don't listen, or don't fall for it, or Now, y'all probably wondering, like, what does your soul say about you stepping away from your masculine right now? My soul cries. I feel my soul cry. Like, I'm not the type to cry. I'm not an emotional person. This is why I speak the way I speak. If y'all be like, oh, you just mad melatonin, because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just low key. I'm on my natural high, where, I don't drink, smoke, or do none of that. Like, I found peace in just staying with myself, and I just don't I'm a more telepathic kind of person. I speak with my mind and my actions, as far as my words, I don't really use them too much. So, that's why I don't, I'm just low key and low leveled, when it comes, not low level, but just low key, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have that kind of time and energy to be putting into unnecessary frequencies, that doesn't serve me best. I always knew that since I was a little girl. Ever since I had my experience when I was little, where I came outside of my body and I realized I wasn't me. I always knew I wasn't my body, that I was something within my body. And ever since then, I just didn't care about society, rules and regulations. I went by it only because it was just too easy. Like I said, I love a challenge. But at the end of the day, it was more like I didn't care. Okay, I didn't care for what people cared about. So he's different. He seeks it. He wants it. He needs it type. Almost like a vampire type stuff. So, but that's that. So like I said, some of y'all may resonate with it, but this is just what I've experienced in my life. And yes, I'm gonna be strong. Of course, I'm gonna be strong. Um, I'm just gonna be. Y'all probably gonna see me more than often. If not, then I'm probably gonna be meditating a lot. So it's either y'all gonna see me more or see me less. But if y'all see me more, it's just me on that frequency of staying focused. If y'all see me less, it's just more like me just focusing on meditation only. But anyway, I would definitely give y'all updates and stay in tuned. But that's why I haven't been uploading videos back to back, because I only get on when Spirit tell me to. So at that time, Spirit just said take a break. All right, take a break from some readings and take a break for yourself. You need this moment to yourself. So that's what I do. But anyway, Spirit wanted me to get on here and speak my truth, because nothing better than the truth to set you free. So always speak your truth, no matter how anybody else feel. Always say and speak your truth. Send it to the universe and allow them to help you. If they see you that you do not have a problem shaming yourself according to the man, excuse me. Oops. According to the man, they see that you don't have a problem shaming yourself and speaking your truth about what your connection is and who and what and this and that, then so be it. Okay? I told my masculine what I plan on doing, but I didn't tell my masculine. I told his ego, and he felt like, well, you belong to me and you ain't going nowhere type stuff. I was like, wow, really? I'm not going to fight fire with fire, but at the end of the day, Spirit said, this is what needs to happen. Now, you guys got all the information, got the downloads. Now it's time to get to work. Okay? What comes great power, comes great wisdom and knowledge. And you can either ascend or you can descend. And I don't have no care for descending at all. Which means a lot of karma will be happening to my masculine, only because of the simple fact that I shifted again. He will have to catch up. So it's not gonna, if he doesn't want to do his work to get there, most likely. And I don't mean to make this reading about me, y'all. This is just a channeling, because like I said, Spirit is saying, and I was like, Spirit, why am I talking? But Spirit said that somebody may resonate with it, and it'll be a motivational advice for those too. Okay? So please don't take it personal and be like, oh, well, you just turn this reading into about you. No, it's about all of us. It's about all of us. But I'm just expressing my journey. Okay? Because they're just telling me it'll help somebody else. Can you give up on your union? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. A lot of people, it's all about your intent, your intentions. My intentions is not to get away from my masculine, to get away from my connection. My intention is to distance myself from my masculine because he does not see my worth. Okay, that's different. A lot of y'all say, well, how can you could just walk away from your connection? No, I can't walk away from my connection, and yes, I know that. But what I can do is give my masculine the space and time, like Spirit said, and hold myself from him physically. As far as spiritually, no, it's the Spirit that showed me the way. It wasn't the physical body that showed me the truth. It was the Spirit. So the Spirit knows I'm not running away from him. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit will always be with me every day, all day. Okay? And at the end of the day, my masculine needs to see that he can lose me at any time. At any time. So he will have to seek me. He will have to seek me on the spirit realm. And then that's when he will get triggered. And that's when he will see that I am who he know I'm to be. Because I've already had family. My grandmother, she passed away. I used to talk to her about it. I used to be like, why this and the third? She was like, that's love, baby. I'm like, what kind of love is this? I used to talk to her about my connection, but I didn't know who I was to him, and I didn't know anything of this connection. I didn't know anything about twin flames, and I used to talk to her about it. And when she passed away, she had came to me in my dream, and she told me, don't let anybody tell you, don't let anybody tell you that you know him, that don't let anybody tell you that he is not who you know him to be. And at that time, I'm like, this is after I awakened and my third eye was completely open, when I started seeing orbs in my room. I was seeing angelic beings watching over me, because one night I had prayed and I said, watch over me, protect me, and they showed me that they were watching over and protecting me. I've astral traveled out of my body. I've astral traveled out of my body where I saw my divine partner's spirit floating over me when we were in separation. It's been plenty of times where I can hear him speak to me. We would come to each other's dreams, and we would call each other on the spot, text each other on the spot. Um, but the mind is still wandering. Everything else is great. Everything else is great, but the mind is still wandering. So, that's what's gotta happen. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. I said I wasn't gonna do this video long. I'm gonna split it up. But anyway, peace and love to you all. Peace.